Hello there, my name is Derailious and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be going over the new and improved Reaper Scythe. Ladies and gentlemen, this item has gotten an absolutely massive buff that blows it out the park when it comes to comparisons against other weapons. The amount of buffs that this weapon has received in such a short time is actually ridiculous and will probably change the way that Skyblock dungeons and regular game content is played. I've been seeing people running around with these and buying them for about 24 million currently. So later on, if you check back and you see that the price is 40 million, do not fret. I highly recommend you guys buy this as soon as possible if you have Zombie Slayer 7, and if you don't, get your Zombie Slayer up and buy it first. That way you can actually use it when it becomes a high enough level. So let's get started. The Reaper Scythe didn't get a damage buff this time, as many people thought. Many people thought it would get buffed to 500 damage, which it did not. The monsters you kill using this item will now drop their soul instead of being immediately desecrated. You can click on their souls on the ground using the item to absorb them and spawn them to fight for your side. The mana cost is based on the power of the monsters that you summon. You can shift right click to view and remove souls from this item. And if your summon monster dies, the soul will be removed. You can just maximum summon 3 souls and it has a cooldown of 1 second. Now that sounds pretty strong. Having 3 monsters of any type that you can summon for yourself is stupidly powerful. I've been seeing people in the auction house use watchers for these things. They're pretty strong. Having a watcher fight for you sounds absolutely ridiculous. So not only that, I also saw people running around with obsidian defenders in the hub earlier. Apparently you can summon them in the hubs, which is really weird, but whatever. The thing is stupidly powerful and you should probably buy it. If you go to the blacksmith now and you head over to Essence Crafting and you look at the guide and you head over to Wither Essence, you can see that there is a Necromancer Lord Set, which its full set bonus increases the damage of your Necromancer summoned mobs by 20%. As well, it allows the wearer to store and summon an extra 1 soul in their Necromancer weapon per armor piece, and there is 4 of them, which means that the 3 you have base will be increased to 7 souls that you can store in your Reaper Scythe. Unless I'm wrong and it's a full set bonus, which entirely possible, and then it would be 4, but still really strong. I recommend getting the Necromancer Lord Set when that becomes available with floor 6. Not to mention there is a new Necromancer Sword, which has slightly less damage, but has the same ability, except instead of 3 souls, it has a maximum of 2 base. So it would be a 6 maximum, if I'm right, and it's 1 per piece of armor, or it would be a 3 maximum, if it's a 1 per full set bonus. Not to mention, there's also the Giant Sword, which just came out as well. It is stupidly powerful, as you can see. It does 112,000 damage to nearby enemies. Insane. And the Precursor Eye, which is something else interesting, which seems to fire a laser beam at enemies, which is pretty wild. As well as the Flower of Truth over here, which is a heat-seeking rose, which is pretty interesting. So, what can I gather from this? Well, I can tell you right now that the Reaper Scythe is going to be seeing a lot more use. Right now, with Artrox being there, it's probably the best time to get your hands on one. The Reaper Scythe is probably the cheapest it will be for the longest period of time, especially after this buff and the changes that it's gotten. I can imagine its price shooting back up to 50 million. Do I recommend you get it? If you're an endgame player, absolutely. If you're not an endgame player, I recommend you grind out to Zombie Slayer 7 first, and then probably consider saving up some money, maybe selling your Mage Gear or something like that if you really want it. I'll come back in a few days with a better damage comparison once I get Zombie Slayer 7, because I'm only on Zombie Slayer 6, so I have no clue how much damage this actually does. However, I'm basing all of my announcements off of stuff that I see directly with the item and stuff other people have been doing with it. And from what I've been told, this is stupidly strong. If I'm wrong about this, I'll make any further adjustments in the comment section of this video. But I can imagine this thing being stupidly powerful due to the nature of dungeons and the future of the content. As well, the dungeon set, the Necromancer Lord Set rather, is stupidly powerful in base damage, strength, health, all of that. Really a strong set overall. I personally can't wait for floor 6 to come out. I hope you're excited as well, fellas. If you want to, and you've watched to the end of this video, you can hit the subscribe button down below, as well as ringing the notification bell. It just allows you to see my updates. Only about 91% of you guys aren't actually subscribed, which is pretty interesting, and I hope to see that number drop in the next few days. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say. Go follow my Twitch down below, as well as join my Discord. I hope you all have a wonderful day, fellas, and I hope you all get rich off of this. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.